Lesson 5, how to play and visualize the G major scale. Okay, the first thing we're going to be looking at, how to visualize it. First thing you're going to note on this diagram that the white notes and the black notes are the notes of the G major scale, and the grayed out notes are notes we don't press. You're also going to notice that the diagram doesn't show the first note of the scale. We're showing the diagram of a way to visualize it. We know it starts on G, it doesn't start on F sharp, right? So it starts on G. But we're going to, the concept here is to bring different memory associations together, which helps you memorize. Now this works with anything you want to memorize. If you can associate something with something else, it helps your memory. Okay, so the first thing we're going to note here uses all the white notes. So it uses all the white notes except the note F, so it doesn't use F, right? So you can remember that it just doesn't use F. You can remember also that of group 2, right, it uses the leftmost black note, right, F sharp, right? And because it's a major scale, because we're going around the circle of fifths and we're sharpening, right? Remember from the previous lesson, I think it was lesson 3 or 2, we had a look at the circle of fifths, and we were sharpening as we go all the way, okay? So if we're sharpening, we're not pressing so F sharp, we're not pressing the white note on the left. That's another thing to remember. When we're sharpening, we don't press the left white note, we press the black note. And the opposite with flats, right? With a flat, we're flattening the white note. We don't press the white note on the right. When we're flattening, when we're sharpening, we don't press the white note on the left. That's another memory association you can make. The key of G has only one black note, as we said, the leftmost black note of group 2. It's quite an easy key to visualize, okay? So we're going to utilize, the very helpful, this visualization, just before we start to learn it, because now you're really sort of remembering. You got ways to remember your scale. Right hand finger placement for the key of G. It's just interesting to note here that this hand placement is for the same placement for C, G, D, A and E. We're just looking at G at the moment. Okay, looking at this diagram, the first thing I want you to realise is the top row of 4 hands is moving up the keyboard. We just follow the arrows, and then so we're moving up the 2 octaves. The first 2 hands are first 2 octaves, second 2 hands are second octave, first octave second. Coming back down, the bottom row on the right 2 hands is the high octave, and on the low the 2 hands is the lower octave. Okay, I want you to take note of the middle finger on, so we're at top left diagram, middle finger, so let's put our hand on the G. So we have the middle finger on the 3rd interval. Now we call that a swivel point. That little arrow underneath indicates we're swiveling on that finger, right? Now we have to remember the swivel points when we're going up. So it's going to be middle, ring and middle again, because they're the only things we have to remember, because if we start playing, starting on G, and we forget that finger, we get to the 5. We can't go any further than the 5. You know, we've run out of fingers. So we need to remember where to swing, and it happens to be the middle. So we swing, bring our thumb under, line our fingers up, and keep on going up. Now we have to remember where to swing again, but we're up here on the F sharp. Okay, and that's the ring finger, because we can go all the way to the 5th finger, right? So we're remembering the swivel points going up. So middle, ring, middle, and then we just continue going up and roll back down. Coming back down, we have to remember the landing points. And again, it's going to be middle, ring and middle. So look at the bottom row, second hand from the right, number 3, 7, and then goes 3, 7, 3, which are the intervals, not the finger numbers. So the middle, then the ring finger, then the middle. So we're coming back down, we're on G, okay? So we come back down to the thumb. Now we've got to know we're going to swing over, right, on that middle. So we go middle, and then the ring, and then the middle. Okay? You get the concept? So we remember middle ring, middle going up, and they're the swing intervals, 3, 7, and 3. Coming down, it's the landing intervals. Again, it's going to be 3, 7, and 3, and it's going to be middle ring and middle coming down. Okay? So that's the right hand. I'll go through it one more time, and this is what you're going to have to practice. You can go slowly, and you can accentuate the note too to get it in your memory. Middle, ring, middle, middle, oh, ring, middle. Okay? So the reason we go slowly here is we're not trying to commit this in muscle memory. In actual fact, we're trying to make sure we know this before muscle memory kicks in. So we have tools to remember it, remember what we're doing, so we understand. We'll get to the muscle memory in a second, but we go very slowly to make sure we understand the concept. Now with the left hand, again, this finger placement will cover key signatures C, G, D, A, and E, but we're just looking at G at the moment. So with this diagram again, with the left hand, on the first row we're going up 2 octaves. On the bottom row of hands we're coming down. Just follow the arrows. Now the key things to note about this is the landing point. When we're going up, we're interested in landing points. We're going to remember the landing point 6, 2, 6. And when we're coming down, we're going to remember the swivel points 6, 2, 6. Okay? And I'll show you on the keyboard what that all means. So let's put our hand on G. So I think we can still see down here. We'll start down here. So you can see when we're starting to go up the key, we reach the 5th. Now we run out of fingers, we can't go anywhere else with this. So what we need to remember is when we swivel over, which is on the 5, we don't need to remember that swivel because we've run out of fingers. Obviously we're going to swivel. But what we do got to remember, we've got to remember where we're going to land. Now we could land on the 3rd, the 4th, the 2nd, right? But in this case we're going to land with a middle finger and it will be the 6th interval, right? There's a 5th, there's a 6th. So we'll go middle, right? Then we F sharp here, we're on the F sharp, so middle. Now we're going to swivel again. Once we've hit our thumb, we're going to swivel again, right, on the ring finger, right, which will be the interval 2, right? So we're going to go, so we're ring, we've done the swivel, so we're on the top 3rd diagram. And then once we hit our thumb again, we need to know where to land, and we're going to land on the middle, on the 6. There's the 6. And then we just roll back, and when we're coming back, so we're still on the left hand, when we come back, we've got to know we're going to swivel now on the middle finger. So the bottom row, the very right picture, we're rolling back. The middle finger now is where we're swiveling because we could keep on going, right? So we need to remember that, where the finger now, where we're going to swivel, land on our thumb. Now we can go all the way down to the ring. We've got to know that we're going to swivel on the ring. So we've got to remember middle, then the ring. There, you see that? We're swiveling now on the ring. So we're going to put our thumb down. Then we're going to swivel on that middle again and come back and just roll back till we hit the G. So going up, we're going to go middle, accentuate it too a little bit, right? Right, so try that again. Now the ring. Right, so middle ring. See how they come pretty quickly? And always go this slow. Don't go too fast, okay? Middle. Ring. Middle. Right, so we've hit the top. Now we're coming back. So we're going to be, the middle ring is going to become fast. Swivel, middle. Ring, swivel on the ring. Middle, swivel. Middle. Oh, sorry, we made a mistake. middle, ring, middle, middle, ring, middle. Now this is harder to remember. Now the reason is we're going slowly with this is so we're not going to be relying on muscle memory when we're learning this. We will learn it with muscle memory, but we want to make sure that we get in our head the finger placements, because the left hand's trickier, and it's just going to get trickier once we get onto the B flat and the other keys. So if we do it this way very slowly, and then then we'll bring our hands together. But we'll do it slowly again. Middle, ring, middle, middle, ring, middle, and roll back. Okay? So middle ring, and we have the formula there, P1. Right? First interval, second interval is the ring, third is the middle, index is the fourth, fifth is the thumb, and then we're on middle again, right? On the 6, right? And then we have the 7, I7, and back to the 1, T1. All right. Finger mobility for the right hand. Okay, now that we know how to actually work out and the finger positions for the left and right hand, we're going to start to do exercises. So we're at exercise number 1. So now we're just going to be practicing, right, to get this, to just, to remember this. So we have the intervals there. Now you need to remember the intervals as well. So let's go to we're on the right hand again, right? So middle, middle, ring, is that F sharp, middle, middle, ring, middle, and back, okay? So, and then we're also going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what did I do wrong? 1, 2, middle, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Now we don't have to go up here. We're just trying to remember the intervals, but you should start to know these now. It's always going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But what we're going to be learning in future lessons is how to find these intervals very quickly too. So we're just going to be practicing this, and we're just going to be going middle, ring, middle, rolling back, middle, ring, middle, and back down. So that's what we're going to do here. So this is the mobility. Now we don't want to go fast. We want to go slow, just to make sure that we know how to do it with our left and right hands. And so the same will apply with the left hands. We're just going to go slowly, middle, and that's what we got to try to remember, right? We're on a new key. We're going to press F sharp, middle, ring, middle, middle, ring, middle, and we're going to go that slowly, okay? Okay, now this is the fun bit, bringing both hands together, okay? We're going to do this in an interesting way, okay? But let's first have a look. This time, what we're going to have to be doing is focusing our gaze on our right hand, and then our left hand, and our right hand and left hand. Now, if you look on the bottom there, you'll see right middle, right ring, right middle, left middle, okay? So we're going to bring it all together. So let's have a look here. Let's go with the left hand first. Now we know with the left hand, we're going to go straight to the thumb, okay? So with the right hand, the first swing point is going to be our middle. Middle. And then we're going to come, right, to here. See how we finished on our thumb on the left? It's going to be middle again. So it's going to come straight away, middle, middle. And when you do this, think of it like you're trying to remember a melody with some rhythm too. Middle, middle, all right? Middle. So you could go So we'll just do the 1 octave first. Middle, middle, here. Middle, middle. So we have the left. The first swivel point is the right swivel. And then we have a landing point on the left, which is a middle. So we have a middle and then another middle. So let's go again. Middle, middle. And then we're just doing the 1 octave right now. Okay. So middle, middle, middle. All right. So now we're going to just keep on going. So we're going to have a look now with the left hand. Middle, ring, right here. Middle, and then come straight away. Middle, ring, middle. Now we're not doing it fast to get the muscle memory. You'll find it's easy to do faster when the muscle memory kicks in. But that's not the exercise here. The exercise here is actually to understand what the fingers are doing, because the scales get harder, right? So if we can think of this as like a song, we're killing a lot of birds with one go here, and we're with the exercises which are coming on this video. You're going to see that. So let's go here. Middle, middle, middle. See, we're landing on the middle, so there's middle there as well. So they come quickly. Middle, middle, ring now. Ring, ring. You can think of the thumbs as a resting point, right? So we're going ring, rest, ring, ring, landing, left hand, rest, ring, rest, ring, rest, ring. And we can practice that. And we can almost think of it like a song, like we're playing a song. So we're going to be learning it like that. We're going to be moving up and then moving up. Now you can play it fast with muscle memory, but you're not learning anything other than playing it fast with muscle memory. That's all you're learning. You're learning nothing else. And yeah, you can play the scale, but we want to start learning a lot more when we're doing these scales and having more fun, right? And we want to have understanding of what we're doing, what the hand's doing. Once we understand what the hand's doing, it makes learning things much easier. Right? So the first thing you're going to do is the right, then the left. Practice the right till you get it, right? Middle, ring, middle, and then just roll up. Middle, ring, middle, and then we do with the left hand. Middle, ring, middle, middle, ring, middle, and then come back, right? So when we're bringing them together, middle, ring, ring. So where's the ring? The ring's the right hand, eh? It's the right swing. Ring, ring. The left hand now, landing. Ring, 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 ring. Middle, right hand. Middle, left hand. And then we're finished, right? So coming back down the scale now, now remember the right hand will go all the way to the thumb. So the first swivel point is going to be that left hand, right? Middle. Middle now, landing, right hand. Ring, left hand, ring. Thumb, rest point, remember this bit? Ring, thumb, ring. Rest point, ring. Middle, left swing. Now, okay, so that's how you're going to do it, right? And you're going to have just fun with that. And go slowly till you get this, right? Middle. And think of it like a song. Think of it like you're writing a song. Middle, middle, ring, right hand, rest, left hand ring, middle, right hand, middle left hand, middle left hand, middle right hand, ring left hand, ring right hand, middle right hand. I think I missed a middle. So that's the idea with bringing them both together. And take it slowly and have a lot of fun with that. Let's move on. Now, muscle memory. No faster than that, okay? And when you can go good and flowing with that, all you've learnt there is how to play a scale with muscle memory. And that's it, nothing else. And does it help you? Sure, it helps you in playing. But that previous exercise, by doing it, taking it slowly and noting the swivel points and having fun with it, thinking of it like a melody, right? You're going to get way more out of it. And let's continue. We've got to get more exercises. So we're going to get to melodic training too. So ear harmonisation. So what are we doing with ear harmonisation? We're basically playing the G, and we're holding it down, and we're just playing the scale now. And we're listening, right? So it's like we're playing a chord. And we're just getting a feel for how it sounds. So the bass hand is holding that. Now we can play it up here too, a chord, and do the left hand. And we're just holding the G down, okay? So that's harmonisation training. Tonality is when we're hearing a key, you know, a singer was singing key. So with tonality training, what we want to do is just hold down the pedal. We're just getting ourselves familiar with the key, that's all. Now, when you're doing it low, it sounds muddy, right? So we want to we don't want to do it in the mud, we want to keep it up here. Okay? Now, if I'm on G, right? As soon as I go out of key, have a listen. Oh, sorry. So I'm in key, right? You heard that straight away coming out of key, because what you've been doing here, you're really in tune now because you're hearing all the notes. And you can hear that come out of key straight away. Well, that's a minor, right? So we've taken the third, G third, we flattened it, right? Ionian flat 3 has a modal equivalence of the melodic minor scale, the G melodic minor scale. Now we're going to learn about equivalence and in the mode section. It's all my book part A. And it's new stuff that I've created to help you understand things better. It's hard modes, but it's a lot of fun and it helps you compose music. And I've taken it to a way new level. So interval recognition. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're using our ear and we're going to listening for the intervals. So we're on G. So that we've got a 1 octave there. There's a second. We play the note at the same time. And I also say it here, so that's the octave, right? That's a second, third, major third, right? There's a minor third, major third, right? Fourth, fifth, sixth. Fifth is smoother than the sixth, and these are beautiful intervals. There's a 7. Major 7, back to the 1. And there's a minor 7. Different sound, right? Different scale. Hear that? That's a different scale. Well, that's a mixolydian. That's what it's called, that scale. And it happens to be, it's G mixolydian, but it's in the key of C, right? Because the fifth of the key of C is a mixolydian. And we're going to learn all about modes coming up. How are we going? Are we going well? How's he going? Okay, next. So that's interval recognition. So we're just trying to hear it. And take it slowly because intervals give you a feeling, right? Nice feeling. Beautiful feeling. So, now, melody training. Here we go. With melody training, we're going to give ourselves some constraints, and we're going to work within those constraints, and then we're going to loosen up the constraints. So the first constraint we have, we're going to think about it like we're creating a song, similar to what we're doing with both hands. But with this one, we're just going to just hold down the G, right, on the left hand. Now we can only go, we can't skip notes, so we have to play notes in the progression. We can play two notes at the same time. And you can hit this anytime you like. Because if we hit it, say, on the second, we're listening for a second, right? And we're listening for a mood. And this is going to help you when you're writing songs. When you're writing songs, right, you just don't want to stick to, say, 1, 3, 5s. You want interesting songs. Got a 6 there. 6, 5 resolves down to the 5. But with this exercise, we're killing a few birds with one stone. We're learning the scale, the G scale. We're sticking to the same finger numbers with this, just how we play the scale. We're not allowed to change them with this exercise. And we go up 2 octaves. And we're always just hitting G on the left there. So we're training our ears. We're doing a few things here. We're training our ears to hear the harmony. We're training it to hear the interval. We're doing a lot of stuff at one go. Now we're going to loosen it up a little bit, and we're going to get rid of one constraint. So we're going to do everything's the same. The only difference here now is you can skip notes. The correct fingers must play the allocated intervals. You must eventually reach. You can play melodic progression. Oh, you were free to skip notes, yeah. So that's the difference from the previous one. So now we're more free to create a more interesting melody. But still, see, with our right hand here, we wanted to press that pinky on the 5, right? Right? We're not going to do that. We're going to make sure that we're using the same fingers, right, in this case. When we're playing songs, your fingers can do all sorts of stuff, right? But we really want to practice the scale using the same fingers for this exercise, right? But we can skip notes. Now with the next exercise, we're going to free up it even more, the constraint. So the only constraint we have here, you're going to play a melodic progression using notes within the key signature. You can do anything with your right hand, as long as you stick in the key signature. And you can play this G. You can either hold it down, and you can bring it in any time. So if you want the feeling of a second, because they're creating moods. And what we're doing, we're getting used to the mood it's making, the mood, the sound. There's the 6. Hear that 7? So this time our fingers can do anything, right? They can move anywhere. Because when you're learning and play songs, you want the best movement of your fingers for playing the song, right? So that's song training. So we've gone through everything now. Questions and answers. How much should I practice, James? Thank you, James is a new guy. Thanks for purchasing my book. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's a very good question. So someone who's new and they come in and they want to know how long you practice for. Well, it depends. How keen are you? Well, the answer is, firstly, you've got to be consistent, right? And have effective practice. So what's consistent? Every day, every second day, as long as you do it consistently. So every second day, you don't want to burn out. So you don't want to do it religiously and burn yourself out, but you want to pick a time. So don't overdo it. 2 hours max a day. Now, you might want to spread that out just an hour in the morning or an hour in the evening. Or if you only want to do half an hour a day, well, you break that up, you know, like 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening, or half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening, that type of thing. Find the best time for you. Make sure you're relaxed in a relaxed environment. You don't have anyone around you nagging you or anything like that. Right. Now, the practice needs to be effective and meaningful. We get stuck in these things I call a musical rut, and I'm going to do a video on musical ruts because I was in a rut for a long time when I was younger, and you can get good at a certain thing, right? But you have this unwillingness to sort of break out of it. So it's a good topic. It's musical ruts, but that's not this topic. Believe in your ability and never doubt yourself. So that's probably the biggest thing I'd say, right? Just believe you can learn anything. If you take things slow enough and you do consistent practice, you're going to get wherever you want to get with piano, right? Now, some people have physical abilities, like some people can play faster, or some people, can, whatever. They might have problems with their hands. They might have arthritis. People have bigger hands and smaller hands, right? So you work within your own physical limitations. But you can get around a lot of these things, even with people with smaller hands. You can even get small-sized width keyboards. Anyway, I've over-answered that one. All right, next lesson, lesson 6, you'll learn how to visualize and play the D major scale. So these lessons are all going to be of the same style for the next 12, right? But there's going to be different hand placements when we get past these hands. Once we get to the B and D flat, and some of the other keys have a slightly different hand placements. But the way we do it's going to be the same, right? Now, this PDF is available. You can just download it on the link below. My book's available, 25 Australian dollars, right? And it's got a lot of incredible information that you're going to find fantastic. And it's a living document, so if you buy it, any revision after that is free for you. I've already revised it once because I came up with a new way. I'm going to put some more exercises in the book too, because as I'm creating these videos, I'm developing more stuff, right, on top of my book. So I'll eventually take that stuff and put it in my book as well. And you'll get a free copy once you purchase Part A. You'll get lifetime. So once you purchase it, I just consider you as my student, okay? And I'm here for you. So help me help you. The end of lesson 5. That's it. Okay, I'll see you in the next lesson. This guy was a little quiet today because he was. Speak up. Anyway, so that's it. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye. So my little fella here, how do you think I went on that video, eh? Yeah, listen. Yeah, I know. All right. I'm trying to get these I'm trying to get these videos better and better each time. Okay. And I think I'm achieving it. I think we'll find out, eh? Now, look, do you mind? We've got a private conversation going here. I'll catch you next time. See you. Bye.